Good afternoon. It is November 30th, and I think it was a downtrend day, but it turned into a range. And I think this low right here to the highs, it was trying to make a measured move, and it failed. Um, so, yeah, this is how I was playing it. I think this channel, you know, if you draw it from like here, well, you would get a break still. But I think there's probably a different way to have played this. Let's see if you draw from the lows, does it do something? Actually, that kind of looks like a midline. Let's move this out the way. Yeah, not really. I mean, this midline looks pretty good, but we don't get touches on the highs and lows. Really wouldn't have helped you. Is basically what it is. But um, I think the way I drew it was the most helpful. So anyway, I think I had this drawn as a spike channel earlier. Yeah. This is how I was playing it. So, we got this news item in here. What time is that? So 5 o'clock comes right here. So you're not going to buy that. And then, yeah, we get this news item and you make a double top after the break and move to a new high. And you get this strong leg down. So I kind of like this one. Kind of looks like a double test. So yeah, I like that one. After that big move down, prices are trying to go higher. You see they try and go above the EMA there, it fails, and here it fails. And after that strong leg down, I like that one. And you could try and swing that and go to these lows. So we start moving down. I don't see another way to get in on this. And, we keep failing to get even beneath the midline of this channel. So eventually that leads to a break. And we reverse. And then it flip-flops a couple times. Goes up here. I'm not too crazy about any of these, but I could understand why someone would like this one. Because I'm sure if you draw... Yeah. So I could see why someone would like this one. That looks like a midline, even at that point. If you draw it like that, looks like we got a touch here, touch here. So I mean, it's risky, but I could see why someone would like that. I just don't like it because we just made a new low. But if you're betting it's a range day, there's a lot of upside potential. So, and we got a... That's another thing is we got this strong bull move and this pretty good bull move. But the problem is we just came out of a downtrend, didn't really get a new low, and there's also a fairly strong bear couple of legs right here. So I'm not going to mark it. And then we get this touch of the trend line. I really should have that a little steeper. I'll do that. And perhaps it's even a little steeper where it hits this part too, but this does enough justice. There's a lot of resistance right here, but I don't think you can take that. It's just a lower high. And here you get a first entry, second entry, no sit setup. And then we ride the midline a little bit. And so we're making new lows, so I think it's too early to go long. But there's some bounces in here that you could consider. And then we come up here and you get basically resistance at the trend line. And then I like this double test right here It also looks like a second entry short, and it's off this trend line. So I like that one. We're making new lows, so there's a chance we'll make another new low, and eventually we did. And you get a first entry, failed second entry long. I like that one. I marked it green. I don't know. Maybe Mack will mark that one red. I'm not too sure though. And you do have a second entry short right there. We just made a new low. And we can't make it back to this trend line. So I'll mark this aggressive, but nice little trap. Especially you see that doji right there. So that's a really nice trap. So we make a new low again. Come back up to the trend channel. First entry, second entry. I just didn't like how bullish these moves were getting. And that's why I marked this green. And you got a nice bullish move here. And this isn't like, it wasn't a super strong downtrend. It was clearly downward bias, but it wasn't super strong. Plenty of bull moves. So anyway, we come down here, and you know, people are definitely looking for reversals now. So maybe you take this higher low, and then we come up here and you get this failed second entry long above the EMA. I just didn't like. I was going to take it on the simulator, but I didn't like when it was it didn't close, or it closed with that much stem. So anyway, we come down here, and you know, nice bull move, and now that's when I was like, I think it's time. I think we're reversing. So when you get this higher low here after like 5 consecutive bull bars, you know, I think it's reasonable to take that. It's aggressive, but reasonable. And then we get a second entry long. And you could argue for this to be a double test, but really I just like it. It's a second entry long. Looks like it's at the bottom of range off the EMA. And you can see plenty of people like that. And then we sell off. We get 2 legs down. Not a lot of consecutive bear bars though. Right here you do, but here there's some buying. And then it just rockets up, and I don't see how you can get in on any of this, unfortunately. So that's how I saw today's chart. I got the daily open, closed bullish, but we're clearly in a range here. I got the weekly chart, and now this week that I think starts today or something is looking like a bullish doji. And then I got the monthly chart. This November is wrapping up today, and we got a bull bar. So here's what I think happened. Here's the pandemic crash, and we had, you know, a crazy bull market for a couple of years, and we corrected, and it looks like about a 50% correction. So I think this market is going to 5,000, and you know, or at about 5,000, and you know, we'll see if it does or doesn't. But I'll be back tomorrow.